Latinas, Afro Latinas, and you're right now you're building this this Airbnb thing, and I know it's a lot of work. I see you going in, but I love that you're very transparent with what you're doing and how you're doing it. Um, and then the other thing I see is as you're telling the story, you're showing the struggle. Then you take a shot, do a little photo shoot real quick. And
I've been trying to mix it up. But the truth of the matter is, it is true. One, I am trying to inspire, and not just women, pero men también. Because I know a lot of guys que consiguen cuarto, tú me entiendes, dude, tú tienes cuarto, you got money, what is you doing?
Right.
Pero vienen con toda esta chapi, vienen con todos estos tigres que want to be popping bottles in the Airbnb because you can't go to the club no more,
Yeah,
you're getting on parties. You're blowing up esto, gastando dinero and all these dumb shits, and I'm like, look, I'm a big believer in generational wealth. I don't have any children, but I really, really want to be able to make sure that I build a good foundation for them. Like my mom wasn't able to do it for me. And when they come, I want you to know, you know what? God forbid something happens to mommy. Mommy bought 10 fucking apartments. You have 6 houses over here. You got 8 acres over here. Yeah. You're going to be okay, you know?
Yeah, the other thing is that because you're not traveling and doing the videos, and it's like, what am I going to do with my time? I got to do something. So you learn some stuff. You start doing some other stuff and diversify your funds. And I also like how you shout out everybody. Like you give so much love to other people doing stuff when they send you gifts. You shout them out. Your landscaper, you shout them out. Like
because I like to be the plug. Like I like to be the connect. Like I like to know that I helped you do good. You know what I mean? Like whenever even anybody that knows me, whenever we're together, I'm like, yo, by the way, this is my camera guy. He's dope as hell. If you ever need anything, this is the one. Yo, Menganito, él hace, pero hace unos beat durísimo. If you need the connect. También se intercambia ese número ahí. Because I feel like that is the way. I wish more people were to be like that. Be like, yo, you need a barber? Yo, I got this guy. He's fire. Dale, todo el mundo para allá. And it helps you grow. And it's just, it's a circle. So I think that's important. Which, by the way, ya que estamos aquí, even though que esto viene y va, yo tengo mucha gente que se conectan conmigo que solamente hablan en español y cuando ven que yo quiero hablar de español se desconectan. Entonces, si comienzo a hablar en inglés, que es todo un lío. Pero en conclusión, whichever language you rather, please use this platform to also promote your business. Go.
Yo, listen, that's fire. See, listen, you're like the missing link. Like for real, like you're the bridge. You're really, really helping to like bridge. And I really think you need to open up that Amara La Negra. I do.
I know. Somebody said, oh, his beard is on fire. Mira, te están viendo, Vanita beard. Sí, porque first of all, you have good lighting. Entonces tú sabes que tú eres bonitillo, you know, you say you're good looking or whatever.
It smells better than it looks, though.
Ooh, lady.
It does. You know, a lot of people be having a stinky beard. Like, my beard smells good.
Mira, so they get sway. Yo, this nigga's trash. Look what he's a...
It smells and it's soft. Look, it's soft. It bounced right back into place.
You see what I'm saying? Hey, no, that's a good question. For all the guys out there, how do you keep... What treatments do you do? How do you keep this soft, smelling good, fresh?
So, there's a few things. So a lot of guys, they let it grow because they want the full beard, right? But they're not moisturizing it. And I think one of the biggest things is to make sure you're exfoliating your skin because good skin promotes good hair growth. If you got good skin, you got good hair growth. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of lesson, though.
But is that just for your face or is that hair everywhere? Porque mira, I know a lot of girls que tienen ese todo like on fire. Them hairs is not growing right. So what does that mean? You need to exfoliate your twat?
Listen, absolutely. Why not? Why not?
Exfoliate, even set your booty.
In the product, exfoliate some condition, some honey in there. Absolutely, honey is a natural.
También, métele honey buns.
But look, what I use for real, you said to do it, so I'm gonna just do it. Dash for him. It is a product that I helped to do the research and development on. It's my friend's brand, and we built it just from the ground. Everything's been built. We didn't just buy a product and put a label on it. We actually built it. It took us about 3 years to do. And then here's the beard serum that we put on. It has a lot of natural oils, but the fragrance is crazy. So we did add some fragrance to it. That was the big thing about what we did with this. So it's soft, exfoliate the skin, cleanse it. But for guys with white beards, you need a purple shampoo. You got to use a purple shampoo.
Why?
So, throughout the day, you get dirt, dandruff, debris, just all kind of stuff. And people who smoke, right? I don't smoke, but people who smoke, you ever see how they have like that yellowish, brassy colored hair in the front or whatever, or the mustache looks a little brown? That's because of the smoke, dirt, and stuff like that just kind of builds up.
Oh my God, wait, hold on, pause. The girls are in here. Oh my God. Put me some fire if you know that I'm preaching, bitch. Have you ever been with a guy that his beard smelled like trash and like it smelled like pussy? Entonces, como todo was trash, and then como que
like, you know what? That beard is definitely something special because I take care of it. I take care of it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Para los hombres, for the guys that are here, listen, women, we pay attention to that. Las mujeres nos fijamos en todas esas cosas. Ustedes tienen su barbita y vaina. Pónganse un exfoliante, un perfumito, una cremita. Cuídense.
There's
No,
a couple things.
y es importante.
My mom told me when I was young, don't ever have anybody have you smell bad. Like, you don't want someone to leave and be like, oh, he's such a nice, but he stink. Or, or his breath stinks. Or like, you don't want to have that. Every impression that you leave should always be a good lasting
who wants to stink though? Whoever said it,
it's not about wanting to stink. It's about knowing how to take care of yourself and doing things so that way you don't. I mean, listen, you're gonna move throughout the day. You're gonna sweat. You're gonna get hot, especially if you're in a hot climate. But my mom used to tell me, not only do you put a little cologne here, but make sure you get it behind the ear because when you hug somebody, they're gonna hit that little tiny little spot. Little things like that just kind of help because you want to leave a lasting impression. That's important.
Right. You know what? This conversation has gone south, and I'm loving it because I was not planning on talking about hygiene with your ass today. But let's talk about it since everybody seems to be enjoying this.
Listen, I manscape. I shave my body. I shave everything because I don't want somebody.
Pero espérate, because sometimes it's not good to shave everything. De vez en cuando uno le gusta darle pelito como que, baby, that's sexy. ¿Tú me entiendes? No, I like it. Tú sabes,
gotta be clean. Man. Listen, hair. But listen, I understand you like the man thing, right? But hair carries smell. Hair carries smell, and if you sweat and you get hot.
No, baby, pero mira, eso con agua y jabón se resuelve. O sea,
so you like that man smell. You like that man smell. You want to. I'm not saying to be feminine, but I mean, there's that one. Okay, that's okay. That's that one time, but every time.
I mean, not every time, but sometimes I just want you to go running around the block.
That's cool.
And then go, woo, and then you come back, and I'm like, you know?
Listen, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's good.
Right.
But, yeah, of course. I go out and play golf. If I come and I give you a little hug, you be like, dang, I smell you, Papi. That's different.
That's okay. Pero not de que diablo, coño.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
exactly.
Not that.
Yeah, not like a ham sub or nothing like that. You don't want
Mira,
smell like
y
that.
también vamos a lo mismo con las mujeres. Okay. We be putting pressure on guys, even though I don't think that we don't put pressure like that on guys a lot, because a lot of times guys be mad funky, pero tú sabes que their ego, blah, blah, blah. Look, mira cómo me están dando little hearts, because y'all know it's true. Give me hearts in the corner if you know I'm preaching. Let me see the hearts. Thank you. A lot of the times the guys be funky, entonces tú dices because of their ego, you don't want to make them feel, but you're like, la, la, la. Pero guys, when the girls are funky, they be the first ones to be like, oh, no. So, ladies, this goes both ways. Ustedes también, moisturize, exfoliate, perfumito, esto, lo otro, take care of yourself too so that nobody has to talk about each other. You saw that?
Absolutely. Listen, nobody wants to walk. It's not that you want to be, I'm going to just stink, but you don't want to be in a position where you run into somebody and be like, oh my God. Oh, so imagine if you will. I go to Miami or Dominican Republic. I run into you and I'm like, holy crap. Like, I'm like, oh my God, how you doing, Jackson? We run into each other and I'm like, damn. I hope I didn't stink. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be caught up.
Pero eso es importante. Here's another very important point. Mujeres y hombres, ustedes saben, if you know that your ass is fine, not that you stink, you are fine, okay? If you know this, back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. So is all the people that stink the most be wanting to be like, yo, how you doing?
They all in your face.
No, not only in your face, because they want to raise their arms. They get, bring your arms down. You smell your stuff. You know this is not the time for me to be doing all of that. Sometimes if your own breath bothers you, you'd be like, coño, como que
well, listen, especially right now, everybody got their masks on. You should know if your breath is bothering you right now.
That's another thing. A lot of y'all mother be thinking that because you have to wear your face mask, y'all don't got to brush your teeth. Let me tell you something.
Don't say that.
Some of these face masks ain't that good because I can still smell your breath through my face mask and yours. So you need to get it together immediately.
Yo, savage. Oh my God.
No, porque mucha gente dice que, I have to wear the face mask, no me tengo que lavar la boca, me pongo la mascarilla y salgo con mi bajo a boca out in these streets. Entonces, que a lot of these little thin ass face masks, I can smell it bajo out of your mask and mine. So you know it's bad.
That's
no,
terrible.
let's not do this.
That's terrible. Yo, that's so bad.
And look how they're giving me the hearts. Give me the hearts if you know it's true.
Yeah.
Denme corazoncitos, ustedes saben que es verdad. Bueno, mira que te lo dije.
That's why. Look, I had a client, right, that for years he had like a gum disease, and he just wouldn't go get it fixed. And I would tell him, you got to go see my dentist, you got to see my dentist, you got to see my dentist. finally, I swear to God, this year he goes to see my dentist. And right before he gets his teeth reconstructed, gum fixed, everything. He gets like some screw-ins. He's got a beautiful smile right now. He's a great guy. Just for years, he just never took care of his mouth. Didn't know how, just.
Pero mi pregunta es,
I'm listening.
who was making out with this man? Who
I don't know.
was this girl?
I don't know. He does have kids, but listen.
¿Tú ves lo que te digo? Ustedes las mujeres son un desastre. Y'all be fucking it up for the rest of us. So why don't you tell him you need to get your shit together if you want to fuck with him?
As his barber, I would give him advice. I would say, hey, listen, I gave him the phone. It took courage for him to do it. He went and did it, and guess what happened? He gets his whole smile. COVID happens. He got to wear a mask and can't even show nobody.
Now, let me tell you something. This is a good point. Para ustedes los barberos y vainita, eso tiene que ser fuerte, ¿ah? Todos esos tigres que llegan ahí para que tú tú me entiendes, you have to be all up in their face with their hot ass breath y todo. Coño, eso es fuerte.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't be offering like Tic Tacs or anything like that, like yo, if you want.
Yeah, we got mints and stuff like that, but some people they be like, nah, I'm cool. And see the slick way,
No, you're not. You're not cool.
Listen, the slick way, you put like a gum in, be like, you want one? They be like, nah, I'm cool. You're like, bro, here, you need to get one of these. You need to take you one of these. But in the shop, it's wild because I cut for like 28 years, but now I'm in the school, so I don't cut as much as I used to. But I used to see the weirdest stuff, like blackheads on people's faces, in their ears, the dirt behind their ears.
Oh my God, don't you be ready to take it out?
Oh yeah, I have in some cases. I would charge too, but I would charge for that. I'm like, bro, you need to get. Let me get this. Watch. Let me get this. But I would see it, and I would tell them, and it actually helped me even more. It's like, how do these niggas walk around like this? And the same thing, like, who's sleeping with? Look, I would pull an ear down to like clean up around the ear, and you would see like build up from soap and dirt, just stinky. And I would tell them like, bro, you got to get that.
Pero que tú sabes who is to blame for this? Las mujeres. I don't give a fuck if y'all come for me later. Deme corazoncito. Give me the hearts, bitch. You know what the fuck
Listen,
I'm saying.
behind the ears, bombao.
Pero que, no, eso behind the ears. Eso, you haven't even seen the crust por donde te conté. This is what I'm saying. Y'all be nasty putting up with these guys. Entonces, expect them to respect you, but they don't even respect their own personal hygiene.
Absolutely.
No.
He said ear butter. Yo, that's bad. But
that's disgusting, bro. That's disgusting. He said ear butter. That's gross.
Listen, the thing is, if you know they're not taking care of little simple stuff like the face and their ears, you know the rest of their life isn't together like that.
Now, my question is, how do you tell, as a man, ¿verdad? How can a girl tell a guy, como una mujer le dice a un hombre, mira, baby, tú me entiendes, the back of your ears, wow.
You tell them. It's just easy, you tell them. You know what? Let me tell you this.
But it has to be a nice way that they don't feel uncomfortable.
So okay, all right.
Or be like, baby, mira, I just saw a little crust
since we're having this
around.
conversation, I was young. I was like 19 years old. I was in a relationship with this girl. We was having sex, right? And it didn't smell right. So obviously I was turned off. But because I loved her and I cared for her, I told her, I taught her, I trained her, I helped her. I went and got some stuff from the CVS. I came back, I talked to her about it. And as a barber, I was able to enhance and clean and make things right. But I had to teach her. We were the same age, but somebody didn't teach her. You know what I mean? She was like 2 years younger than me. I was 19, she was 17. So she wasn't taught by somebody. It just, she needed help. It is what it is. And guess what? I told her because I loved her, because I cared for her. She fixed it. It worked out.
That must be the most awkward situation ever. Oh my God, guys, girls, tell me right there. Has anybody ever told you to get your shit together? I want to hear it.
Yeah, please let us know if someone.
Please tell me, has anybody ever told you?
I had to. But listen, I had to because guess what? I cared for her. If you know what it's like? It's like this.
But how did the conversation go, though? Like,
from the beginning?
How did you start? Like, how do you...
Okay.
Before you go to the CVS, how do you say...
So in the act of intimacy, we stopped.
Oh, no, I'm out. Yo, give me my number right now.
She was like, what happened?
Delete my number.
She was like, what happened? I was like, well.
Oh my God, did you do the pause?
Yeah,
did you see the...
I swear to you, honest to God, I'm not exaggerating. There's no joke. We're being very transparent right now. But because I cared about her, and what did I do? I said, look, it just didn't smell right. She was embarrassed. She was like, she almost like closed her legs. I was like, oh my God, I was embarrassed. But what happened?
But you couldn't finish?
But listen, this wasn't the first time. This is the first time I smelled it. It wasn't the first time we had sex. So this happened over time.
But you could at least sacrifice yourself and finish. Porque ya you already balls deep ahí, ya.
No, not at all. I get turned off very easily. So.
But I see some of y'all talking shit. Espérate un segundo. Wait a minute. Wait a moment. Porque guys love to talk about, okay, that a girl's pussy smells whatever way. But if some of y'all balls and some of y'all are not circumcised, y'all need to get your trust together too. Listen, so fall back with the little.
Exactly. So look what you're saying. You're talking about the guys. And listen, and how does that happen? From sweat, and if they have hair, it traps the sweat. That's why manscaping is important.
Like suck my dick con ese maldito ajo. Straight again. Shut the fuck up. Don't be coming here for the girls. You guys need to work on yourself as well, okay?
Oh
no, I don't like it when they come for women to get, oh yeah, her pussy. Have you checked your dick? Have you checked your ass crack? Okay, because a lot of y'all be taking off your underwears con tu vainita de canela in the back, looking like trash, and then be ready to talk about it, bitch. Let's say we both have some things to work on.
Listen, of course. But here's the thing. That's why I was saying earlier, manscaping.
Look at the girls, period. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Look, ain't nobody mad at you. Like, I'm not mad at you. I told you I manscape. I want to smell clean. I don't want nobody saying I stink. It's just not something I want. Yeah, so I work on it. You know, other people they don't. They just don't.
They don't. And I also believe that the pandemic has brought even more of that out of people because I'm not gonna lie, I've been in bed, I've had my moments, I don't give a fuck. I've had my moments that I just want to Netflix and chill. I'm over, I'm tired of this bed.
Who are you chilling with? I'm being nosy.
And not get out of here.
Hold on, Netflix and chill. Who are you chilling with? I'm being nosy now.
Yeah. No, I can chill by myself.
Oh, okay.
Normal. Pero yo lo que digo es que, you know, I be by myself, so I really don't care. However, if I feel like a lot of people have gotten real comfortable with the pandemic, que ya no se bañan, no se cepillan.
Nah, it's like
I'm working from home. I'm working from home.
And I had to tell them, like, yo, you need to go wash up every day. It don't matter if you're sick. I mean, if you're sick and it's like you sick and you're in bed, okay, I'm going to give you that grace period for the day.
No, but if
2 days,
sick,
nah.
If you're sick, de aquí para arriba. You're not sick in your twani en el culo tuyo. So you can still take your ass.
You got to brush your teeth and you got to wash up.
Mira.
A shower make you feel good.
Espérate, maybe you may not want to shower. You may not want to shower, pero here's a very important part. Como buena dominicana, como buena latina, como buena caribeña, I don't know about the rest of y'all, like a Caribbean or whatever, but the old school way, unless you got a bidet, y tú eres ahorita bougie, el vasito must be there o la manguerita. This is how it works.
I
learned this when I was a little girl from
but
my mom.
You can have baby wipes there too. Like,
no, porque baby wipes somebody that high class, bonita bougie, and sometimes they're just putting perfume with the shit. Look, no, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You need to have
soap
a little cup, un vasito next to the fucking toilet or the fucking sink, con un jaboncito de guava, un jaboncito de soap, whatever. Then you go, you get your little rag. Thank you. Somebody said rag and water. Get your little rag with your boom, boom, boom. Set it up, boom, ready to go hit the streets.
Give or a little rub down to spin around, another little rub down.
Si no te vas a bañar todo, te tienes que lavar el culo. I'm sorry. We're not going to let it ride.
Hey, Al, we definitely ain't using no Fabuloso. That's not going to work.
Yeah, so you don't put Fabuloso in your ass just too much. What the fuck is going on? But I do believe those things are important. If you don't have a bidet, if you don't have wipes or whatever, you can't go wrong with soap and water. Clean up. If you don't want to take a shower. And, you know, just take care of you so you're not out here in these streets. Mira, alguien puso Lemisol. What you know about Lemisol in them? You see what I'm saying? Yo, this has been one of the best conversations I've had.
Hey, listen, every time we have a conversation is good.
It is, and the people are living for it because we're giving some good, you know, informative information. If y'all don't know what Lemisol is, who knows what Lemisol is? Can y'all give me some hearts? Near the hearts. Look at the hearts. Lemisol is like a JJ wash. Here's another question: Do they have dingling wash?
So here's the thing. Keep this right. Here. This is crazy. When I was younger, I used to take the deodorant, but not I used to use the clear one, and I used to put it in the gooch, right in between, because I just want the fresh. I don't want it all over everything else. Just in the gooch area to keep everything fresh. So I'm sweating. And it's funny. I was talking to somebody. It was probably about like 8 years ago. And they was like, "Yo, you should package that and like sell it and be like ball wipes or like ball balm or something." I was like, "That's pretty cool." Why, like last year or a year and a half ago, I saw somebody marketing that, and I was like, "Yo," I called them up. I was like, "Yo, somebody got the ball wipes and the ball balm," because that's what I used to do. So when I was
would men actually feel comfortable to use it, or would they feel like, "Oh no, that's just for women and shit"?
The right men. See, some of these women messing with the wrong men. Okay, the right men, they understand, they respect it because they want the woman to smell a certain way and be good in their hygiene up. I'm telling you, listen, when I would get like a Christmas gift and they give you the package with the shaving cream or the balm and the spray and then they had the deodorant, I don't use that deodorant. I would use it for the gooch.
Yeah, I do believe. I'm glad because women have like Todo sprays and they have Todo wipes and they have all types of things for Todo because everybody's concerned about women's Todo. How about your dingling? Okay.
Well, here's the thing: you don't want to spray on the dingling. Why don't you? Because if you want to be freaky, and then you start tasting, you be like, "Oh my God, what you got on?"
Well, then
you
fine.
mad at him. You mad at him and you complaining. But listen, but if it's in the gooch, the smell's still around, and you be like, "You got papi, espera que esto."
Okay, well, fine. Stick it in the gooch, stick it in your ass, whatever works for you. But maybe you do need some dingling wipes. Can we have some dingling wipes?
Oh my God.
Because the thing is that when the guys pee, a lot of times they just have to flick it. You have to go ding-a-ling-a-ling and stick it back in. Sometimes you need the dingling wipes. I'm sorry.
It's not even about that. In el baño, you have paper towel. You can just with a tissue.
I know a lot of guys that don't wipe. They flick it. They do the 1, 2, 3, stick it in. That's it. Girls, give me the hearts if you know it's true. Look at the hearts.
And they dealing with them.
Guys, if you it doesn't matter because with the hearts we can't see you.
But listen,
if you just do the 1, 2, 3.
It depends on how they was raised. Listen, my mom said you got daughters in the house. You can't be going in the baño late at night pissing if you piss on the seat. So I sit down when I pee at the house because I got little girls. I don't want them to be sitting on. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just
okay, guys.
You learn that kind of stuff.
I need to know this, guys. How many of you guys pee sitting down? I want to know.
I pee sitting down.
But when you sit down,
90% of the time.
I'm sorry because I've never had a dick in my life. I've always been very curious of having a dick, and I wonder if my dick would have been big or little, skinny, or like twisted to the right or to the left. But the point is, if when you sit down to pee, do your balls hit the water or your dick? How does that work? You have to like squeeze it or like.
So I have to be careful on how I answer some of this, right? What I will tell you that is a methodology to sitting down is you got to push it back, hold it to go.
Push it so that it's not all over the place.
So it's not touching stuff. You don't want it to touch the bowl and stuff, right?
Right.
Now, depending on how the bowl is constructed, you could possibly touch the water with the tip.
So you have to pay attention to the construction of the toilet.
Absolutely. Listen, the construction of the toilet is important. It's important.
I am dead. So you have to make sure that your balls don't reach the water.
It's not the balls. Well,
and then when you pee, no salpica. The pee don't go like, don't splash in your dingling and balls, everything when you pee like that?
Nah, it doesn't.
I don't know. Please forgive me. I don't know.
You probably get. Just like anything, there may be some splatter or whatever. But again, that's why I said you have baby wipes there. You gotta respect the area.
Now somebody has to tell me the truth because he's showing his face and he's being very professional. But the guys that are connected in here, have you ever wet your balls in the toilet when you pee? You're lying,
Mama.
Your balls never hit the water.
Okay, so for some, no.
I mean, if you have long balls.
So listen, for some, they may not be touching anything at all. For others, they may be touching. I know in my personal case, balls never touch the water.
Okay.
Pero.
Okay. Pero that's the situation.
Yes.
Bueno.
It's cold though. Sometimes.
It's very. Mira, this has been a very productive conversation. Because I never knew these things. Okay, cool, boom. So now you sit down so that you don't have to splash everywhere.
Absolutely. Yeah, because you get a little this, a little that. You got little girls in the house sitting on the toilet. You don't want to get that on them. That's not cool.
Yeah, definitely, guys. If you're out here doing the 1, 2, 3, ling-a-ling-a-ling, and then you stick it back in. Yeah. If you don't have no manners like that, por favor, just con un papelito, boom, and just, clean it up for the ladies. Para uno tener que venir a sentarse en el medio, todo tuyo, cold and shit afterwards. You have to
Miguelo, exactamente.
That shit is trash. Like, ain't nobody trying to do all of that. Wow. Okay, well, now that we have that established, do you guys have any questions for us? Since we're having such a great talk show.
They might as well start asking questions. I mean, drop them.
¿Ustedes tienen alguna pregunta para nosotros, ya que estamos hablando de estos temas tan profundos? We're talking about these very deep conversations. Do we have any questions here? Okay, let me see. If you have saggy balls, then the only way... Okay, but what's wrong with saggy balls now? Don't be hating on no saggy balls, because I'm cool with saggy balls. So, chill. You know what? That's weird that we've been having this conversation, but what I don't...
This was not planned. Like, none of this was planned, so that people know.
No, it was not. But what I don't like, which is kind of weird with all respect to everybody that has little tight compressed balls, if you have like brand new balls, like you're brand new, like your balls are tight, stuck together, all put together. Personally, not my style. I like to know that your balls have experience. So if they hang a little bit, I'm like, all right, time work. You know what you're doing. You've been around, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's go. But if everything is compressed, brand new, though, like tight, like in its place, and nothing jiggles, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? You're young, you still got some more, some more living to do.
Oh my
Girls,
God.
do any other girls like a little saggy balls? Girls, give me some hearts. I won't see your face. If you like the saggy balls, just give me hearts. Look, I see the hearts. I see the hearts. That's funny. Okay,
Listen,
so
again, look. Why do some men feel comfortable smelling like that around women? Is it because they do not value her? And that's my point.
Ooh.
I value. First off, I value myself. I can't give any value to you if I don't value myself.
So if he stinks around you, it's because he don't give a fuck about you, bitch. Oh.
Partly he may not care about himself enough to know how to respect you.
No. Partly he don't give a fuck about you. That's what I understood. Because if he was with a bad bitch and he really liked her, he's gonna make sure that his balls, his ass, and everything is put together hasta con polvito and shit. So don't come with that nonsense.
I feel you. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, bitch! Look, God. So, oh my God, do this experiment right now. So if your guy is over here and he smells like trash, and you're like, oh my God, baby, you're a little funky. You should go shower. And to say he doesn't shower or anything, that means, bitch, he thinks he don't give a fuck about you. He's like, you know what, you're going to take me with my saggy and funky balls, and you're going to take this guy, let's go. I mean, I don't mind that a little bit sometimes. I don't know, I'm trash, don't listen to me. All right, who else?
And you ain't even drinking right now. You ain't even drunk.
No, this is just naturally me.
We just are, yeah, exactly.
Okay, anybody got questions? He gonna wax if he really likes her. Whoa, he's gonna wax. Do guys wax if you really like a girl?
I've never waxed, but I manscape. I don't wax though.
Waxing, but at work, can you wax? Where can guys wax their balls?
Of course, you can wax anything.
But isn't that kind of sensitive area?
I think it would be very painful. I wouldn't do it.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, because all the suffering is just for women. We're the only ones.
I think the men that actually care about themselves are the ones. You know, it's the ones who don't really care because they don't know. Like, it's just not normal for them. You know, it's like the older. Okay. Your generation, you clean it, you keep it clean, right? Because that's the generation we growing up. The generation before you, they kept a bush, right? That's not cool. It's like, yo, mama, you gotta trim that, like, cause that's so old, like that's not the new thing.
Have you ever, let's say, let's not use the terminology smashed. Have you ever had intercourse with a woman that had a bush?
Yes.
Was it terrible for you?
There's pros and cons, but there's more cons than there are pros.
Is that so? Gentlemen, if you're in here, please give me a heart. Start giving me hearts. Have you ever smashed a girl, had sex with a girl, intercourse with a girl, sex, whatever, with a girl that had a bush, that had a very hairy twat? Give me some hearts. Let me see.
So each woman has a different shape. They all look different.
Okay,
some people look better with a little something there. Some people look better without it, right? And some people need a little bit to give it some shape and some accent right down in that space because maybe their thing isn't that good looking. Like, there's a lot of different things going on.
Also, hair as a barber. So you're letting me know that hair can enhance the way a girl's vagina looks.
It depends on how it looks, absolutely.
So, for example, what...
Did you ever see that video? Did you ever see that video with the old lady? Go ahead, hold your thought. You ever see the little bit? It's a 22. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Okay, so she's talking about the different shapes and sizes of the woman's vajayjay, right? That's what she's saying.
What pussies deserve to have hair? I want to know this information.
The smaller, like, chicken lips, like teeny little, tiny, skinny, tiny little chicken. Pew, pew, pew.
So if she has like a little petite, compressed, put together, slightly anorexic, perhaps todo looking like situation, you're saying that she should have hair. Is this what you're saying?
Just something to kind of misdirection, like to kind of give the illusion kind of shape. Yes, I think so.
What about women that have naturally big totos? Like, everything is already put together. You know what I'm saying? It already looks like a bulk.
Looks a little bit better without it.
It looks a little bit better without it. Okay. How much is too much hair?
I think too much hair is too much hair. Like, when you got to pick that mother something, it's too much hair.
Or you have to like, if you have to do those, that's too much.
Listen, yeah, I would agree. I would say that, but you know, I'm a barber. I've had hair in my mouth before, so.
Yeah. Okay, mira esa información. This is very, very, okay. Somebody said I totally disagree. What do you disagree on? Vamos a tener esta conversación porque es importante saber. What do you disagree? ¿Ustedes le gustan las mujeres con
I think they're saying the opposite.
Pelo, los hombres con pelo, sin pelo?
If it's really fat, he probably thinks it'd look better with a little bit of hair. Maybe they like it. It's all what you want. It's like
me, for example. Me, I'm seasonal. I do whatever the fuck I want. I'm seasonal.
Well,
in this season,
who's gonna argue with you? Who's gonna
argue with you?
Don't matter.
No, I do whatever I want. It's my pussy. Mira, in this season, I kind of...
But let me let you know something. If it stinks, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, it's fine. Don't worry, because you're never gonna know. So let me tell you. Personally, I feel like it's seasonal. Sometimes when you shave a lot, when you wax a lot, all those things can irritate the skin, right? So I think that sometimes it's important. I'm not saying to live up un bush como que it's like ridiculous, but sometimes it's good to let your skin rest. Maybe you do want to trim your like from the line down, definitely trim, cut, shave, but from the line up, la partita de arriba, whatever.
Yeah, maybe I am.
Sometimes you just need to let the hair, the skin rest. I think it's important overall. But that doesn't take away from your own personal hygiene.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? You can still have hair. But I'm not saying a bush. You can still let your hairs grow and still wash your twat, spray. Use whatever other type of enhancements. And here's another thing too. Oh, somebody said douche. Here's another thing too. The guys have this misconception. I know that in your mind you want to believe that pussy smells like roses and cupcakes, but that's not how a vagina naturally smells.
It shouldn't.
And you should be okay.
It also depends on their diet and what they eat.
Correct. Their hormones, their menstrual cycle, all those things. Your nut is also important. All those things affect as well. That's a otra vaina. Guys, be concerned. If y'all want to go have sex with a girl and you want to bust it in there, please know and understand that your diet also affects us as women in our pH.
It affects with the pH and it affects with...
If you're out here comiendo molondrón, if you're out here comiendo, I don't freaking know, whatever type of sausages and Hennessy together, okay? And whatever comes out of you and goes into us, that affects our pH and it just balances everything. So
absolutely.
Please, make yourself responsible for that too. Si usted está comiendo varitas fruticas, varitas vegetables, and drinking a gallon of water, mi amor, everything should be relaxation for you. Pero si tú estás comiendo mondongo, tripita and shit con romo, what do you think is going to happen?
It's funny because some people are asking, like, why are we talking about this? Just so y'all know, it wasn't planned. We got on
it
here,
wasn't
started
planned,
talking.
But guess
I said something. She said something about my beard. I talked about skin, and it just went all the way.
But guess what? You're in here listening, so I guess you like the conversation.
Right.
And it's actually very productive. I don't think it's in a raunchy way. I think it's just in a very curious way.
No, I just got to be careful. I got to be careful how I say things. That's all. And you said it. You said, look, he's speaking professional. I need somebody on here to say.
No te preocupes. Que people see me as an activist, as a good role model, all types of things. But that doesn't take away from my personality. And I'm a real person, And part of me being real is me being honest and transparent and talking to you guys like you were my friends. And this is the way that we were talking. But with that being said, now since we talked about dicks, balls, and water, vaginas, hairs, y toda vaina, it's a wrap.
This was really interesting.
It was very productive. It was good. I loved it. I lived for it.
It was good. Keep doing what you're doing. Continue to elevate the culture, empowering people, and not just with this, but just everything you've been doing. I think it's really, really inspirational. The properties that you're building up. I know you talk about generational wealth, but I think when people see that you're taking the money that you're making instead of doing what most people are doing and just kind of like splurging it and blowing it on a bunch of unnecessary stuff, you actually started to shift that and began to invest your money into things that are going to continue to generate money for you. So kudos to you and what you keep doing.
Thank you, my love. Beso, te quiero un montón.
You got it. All right.
Yeah. Bueno, I know that you guys were loving and enjoying this conversation. If you guys want more of that, let me know. And if you're over it, also let me know. I thought it was very entertaining. I thought it was very educational, very informative. And I was just living for it. That was kind of fun. Let me see who's in here. Let me see. I have a couple of questions. Okay, it's a myth. Balls don't touch water, small or big, long, fat dinglings. Trust me. Okay, whatever that means. Best barber talk ever. I'm a big fan. Let me see what else. Something about COVID. Nah, not getting there. What you cleaning after me? Wait, what? What you're cleaning after men pee? I don't understand. How can you tell if your partner is tightening up on their hygiene? I don't know. Who else wants to connect with me and talk a little bit? If you want to talk a little bit, connect with me and you have some opinions, some questions about today's topic in personal hygiene. Let me know. Wait. Okay, let me see. Somebody wants to connect with me. Vamos arriba. But you gotta talk to me for real, for real. Alright. I'm requesting someone. Today we're talking about personal hygiene. Estamos hablando del cuidado del cuerpo y el cuidado vaginal y huevístico.
I have no idea what you said.
Well, have you been listening to our conversation?
Yes, I've been listening to it, but you just about to speak in a different language on me. I'm more
Oh, because I have to talk in Spanish and in English for my followers.
And you have a very deep voice, so thank you so much for connecting.
So with that being said,
don't be mocking my voice.
All right, cool.
Okay, so today we're talking about hygiene, right? So, have you ever had a terrible experience with someone with bad hygiene? Yes or no?
Yes,
okay, so did you finish or did you stop?
I stopped.
You stopped?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm different.
Okay, but that's fine, but how did you do it? Was she embarrassed? What did you say?
Damn, I gotta spit the tea, huh? I ain't gonna put nobody on blast.
You don't gotta spit the tea on blast. You just say your story. Nobody knows who you're talking about.
Some things weren't, the freshest down under. Some things were under the sea, so they had to go see the water.
But my question is, how did you tell them? Like when you stopped, what happened?
I mean, I basically just said it like, hey, I don't know if you had a long day. There's no disrespect, but like I can't do what I need to do, and you have going on what you have going on.
So wait, so when you said that, what happened? Did she shower and then you did it, or you just didn't do it?
No, it happened after the fact.
How does it happen after the fact?
You had to hit the water. I wasn't about to waste my gas.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not pretending to be nothing. That's never been my situation. That's never happened to me. Because I just feel like if I don't feel comfortable, I personally would be like, I don't want to do it. Because I'm real quick to say, I don't want to do it. But like if I feel that I am not at my best, I'll just be like, you know what? Either give me a second to shower so I can feel comfortable or whatever, or I just don't want to do it, right? But how do you do it after somebody just told you, bitch, you stank? Like, how do you be like, okay, I'm ready? The fuck?
I mean, because it's more of a respectful situation of how you do it. It's not necessarily if you saying like, if I sit here and be like, you stink, then it's gonna be like, if I say it respectfully, like, look, I had a long day, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? You saying it without saying it. You obey.
Oh my God, here's another one. Girls, whenever the guys are like, oh, we should just go shower together. Oh my God, first of all, I need to talk to a girl now. Like, I really want to talk to a girl because I know that guys be doing these, like, right before they're going to hit or whatever, they get rubbing it and then they be like, or they can, let me just look to the side and smell. Why do you guys do that? You can't just be like, I don't know. They be like, oh, this, that. Like,
so it's all about respect. It's all about respect at the end of the day. Sometimes you don't be trying to sit here and make it obvious what you're doing, Sometimes you feel me, you might have to hit that little quick, you feel me, see what's going on real quick. You don't want to be sitting here with now you have some men that are blatant, you feel me? Now I don't know all the sauce.
See, this is what I'm saying. For the girls, like I may be wrong, but I don't feel like girls, we be doing the same thing to y'all. Like, oh, let me just pull it out, let me just smell it. All right, no, you know what? You gotta go. I almost feel like girls, all situations, but a lot of girls, or we've all had situations where guys haven't been at their best, and out of love or out of whatever, you're still like, fuck it. But have you ever felt that you haven't been your best and the girl still came through?
Most definitely.
See what I'm
saying? I feel like
saying?
I've had a scenario like
this is, oh my God, this double standard. Girls always have to put up with guys, shit. And then the guys be wanting to tell us, oh, no, you gotta. I'm just saying, that ain't fair. It's
not necessarily that scenario. If you want to sit here and say that, like, nah, babe, you need to go, feel me, hit the water, But at the same time, you got some that don't care about that. Because I know plenty of motherfuckers that sit here that'll sit here and suck a musty motherfucker after a nigga got off of work.
I mean, if that's your bae, you know what I'm saying? If we gonna ride it out.
See, look.
Come on, let me handle this real quick. Come on, let's go. But let me ask you this. But
that's the truth,
as a man, would that make you feel uncomfortable if a girl were to tell you, yo, you have to go hit the shower?
Nah, you'll be like, all right.
Oh,
I might not be in my, my best right now, so shoot, let me go. Go pop this water real quick. Let me get myself together, and I'm gonna pop out. Boom. Whatever's going on is what's going on.
See, ladies, learn this stuff. We're hearing it from a man. Ladies,
and I'm 25. Just the man job. I'm 25.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming into my live and giving us these very informative tips.
It's no problem. I appreciate you, man.
Wow, ciao. Well, that was kind of fun. Okay, anybody else? Any other questions? Who wants to go live with me? Today's topic is hygiene, and I'm almost gonna log. I'm almost gonna log off in a second. So, does anybody want to log in with me? Any questions? Request a girl. I want to request a girl. The question today is personal hygiene. Have you ever had a fucked up situation with a girl, with a guy? How do you tell them? What are some tips? Go live with a girl. I want to go live with a girl, but no girl's asking. Let me see. Is all the guys that want to talk? Where are the girls at? What girl wants to go live with me that has a lot to say? Write me in here real quick, and I'm going to call you right now. Today's question is personal hygiene. I've had some terrible situations. I've had some great situations. And I just think it's part of life. Okay, we have a girl. You better have some good things to say. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting that, but yes, okay.
Okay, so have you been listening to our conversation?
Yes, I have been. And
Okay, so how do you feel about it?
I actually feel like, of course, there is a certain way you can approach it because it can kind of come across like embarrassing, but for both parties, you know. I had a friend, we were actually talking a few days back. We did a short podcast over that, but she told me that the guy basically just told her that something down there doesn't smell right. And that kind of begs to ask the question, maybe there are some smell that just like attraction comes in different forms, like the look, the smell, however. So, and I felt like
Chaka, wait, I'm sorry. I just saw my friend Chaka in here. Chaka, you're next. Hold on. Okay, so tell me, you were telling me, so there's some smells. But then also I feel like naturally some women have higher pH than others. You may have a stronger smell than others,
exactly.
and that naturally can happen.
Exactly.
I do believe that diet is a very important part. If you've been eating bad, if you've been drinking a lot, all those things affect. I also
Exactly.
believe if you have your period, all those
That's
things,
true.
and
That's
something
true.
like I mentioned before.
And I heard there are some certain things you need to eat before, you go down there or something, especially
Like pineapples.
Exactly. So all of those.
Well, Mama, you have to eat like a whole tree of pineapples for some girls, because
That
I
is
don't
so
think
true.
that just eating a couple of pieces of pineapples is just gonna make your twat smell like Jolly Ranchers. I just don't think that that's gonna be it.
That's true. And I also think like maybe for some women, like before you do the do, like you can just be like, I'll be right back. Like there's a way to do it at a certain time, just not to ruin the whole momentum, but just go in there, take a quick wash down there, whatever you've been doing all day, because you never know if.
But sometimes, let's be honest, sometimes it's not just about the wash, because sometimes it's from like the inside coming out.
Okay.
Like there's only
Those
so
ones,
much.
yeah,
There's only so
that's
much
true.
you can wash, and that's
That is so
normal.
true.
I feel like it's normal. Like not the smell, but I feel like it's normal if you've had. Maybe you might not be at your best at that moment. Your hormones, your pH, it could be anything.
Me, I just don't get down with anybody that I haven't at least, formed some kind of, I don't know, connection with. So that way, even if they would tell me, let's say, for example, I wouldn't really take offense to it in a way. Or even if it's somebody else, I can be like, when is the last time you seen your gynecology? I think it's really nice if, we see, just to throw it out there, like, for girls and also for guys, you know what I mean? Like, I think guys, they go see an oncologist, something like this. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Yeah. Rather than, well, your boss smells, and then, it's like.
Definitely grateful for your point of view. Thank you so much for connecting with me. Mwah. Thank you, my love. Ciao. Okay, so here now she's gave a valid point and took it all the way to the other side because she said, for example, if you're ever with a guy and your guy tells you, I think you should go see a gynecologist, bitch, run. Just run. Get your bag. Get your shit. You know what? Bitch, run. Don't call the Uber once you're outside. Just get out. Get out. Now, that's my opinion. Some of y'all might feel like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. You know, whatever. Maybe he loves me, I love him, and he's just telling me that my pussy is rotten, and that's just coming out of love. Oh my God, no! Listen, let's be adults about this, and let's both go handle each other's personal hygienes before we go have any type of intercourse or any type of personal relationship with anybody. I think that we are adults, and we know when something is not right. If you really like someone, don't have them, explore your body if you feel that you are not prepared at that moment. That's my opinion, okay? That's all I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, there's never a second opportunity for a good first impression. And if that was your first good impression, and he's like, oh, baby, I think we should go see a gynecologist. Or if he does like the guy did, he just says he's having sex with you and he stops and he pauses and he's like, I think something's not right down there. Get your shit and run. Just get out. Just be like, okay, thank you. And get the fuck out. I don't think I would have, this is my opinion. I don't think I would have the face, the face, to be like, oh my God, you think that my pussy stinks? You think that my pussy is trash? Thank you. Yes, I shall go and wash and I'll be back in a second. I'm not doing all of that. That's just me. I would be so embarrassed. My whole face would just fall down. I don't think I could do it. But anyways, Chaka's in here. Hold on. Chaka! Hi!
Wagwan.
Have you been loving my conversation right now? This is a very good topic. Personal hygiene is important, Chaka.
I mean, let's start with what you put in your mouth. Let's start there.
But no. Let's start by you giving me the tea. Have you ever been with a girl that you thought she was going to be everything? Like, oh my God, she is so fine. She must taste like, like berries. And when it was the time.
I mean, I do not be trying to see women to eat them because they are not food. But what I will say is, women.
No, but you can eat it, but go ahead. You're saying.
You know your bodies, right? Don't be trying to fuck people if you are coming off your period. If you are eating bad all the time, if you eat stuff that smells, stuff with lots of onions, lots of garlic, lots of fish, all of that stuff, it's going to come out of your glands.
If you have fish with onions and all of it, just eat all of it together. One same dinner.
Yeah, nah. It's got to come out from somewhere, right? And you have glands. You have glands, and then you have glands. And so I don't understand why people are eating stuff that smells and then being surprised when that comes out of them.
But wait, hold on. You said something. Don't try to have sex with someone if you're coming off or coming on, what, your period?
Yeah, you know that you're discharging. You know that you are starting a detox process.
So you're saying that you've never had sex with a girl on her period?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't have sex if you know that you smell.
So you had sex with a girl on her period, but she didn't smell?
No. And also, I try to avoid having sex with women who, if I smell something, then I'm like, alright, so she's got to sort out her internal. I'm not just going to have sex just because there's sex there, because I'm not going to enjoy it if she smells. So
you wouldn't finish?
I don't usually anyway. So I'm a giver, not a taker, right?
Oh, okay.
So personally, it's not big. There's not that much of a big deal for me. What is a big deal for me is when I'm in a situation I don't enjoy. Like if you're in a restaurant and the place smells bad, you don't want to, sit down, right? A lot of
I
men.
mean, sometimes I've eaten in places that stink, and the food is good. Like if the food is good and it smells, sometimes you just gotta chew like this.
No. There's a fruit. There's a fruit called durian that smells like feet that I've never eaten, no matter how many times people say it's good because it smells. The smell, if it's a smell thing, no, I'm out.
It can smell terrible, but it can taste delicious and be good for you.
You know what? There's plenty. There's plenty of other fruits. There's plenty of other fruits.
Okay, so if it smells, even if it's good, no.
I would never know if it was good because
Now how about this? How do you think if you? I'm sure. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm sure, but there's a lot of guys that have been in a situation like this. How do you tell a girl? I think that maybe you should, there's a situation, and maybe it's okay. We're adults. It's okay.
I mean, she can smell it. She's just ignoring it. Like
no. Some people.
How does she not know?
Funk. No. Some people can't smell their own funk. It's like the people that have hot breath and they want to talk a lot out up in your face. They can't smell, even though it's this close. They can't smell.
Because the difference with that is that it's coming out of you. So it's like it's not. It might not start smelling, but then it finishes off smelling, and it's like I'm like, nah. Personally, if you smell, you're sick. You have issues, right? When I am detoxing, like I'm doing my water fast, I don't have any sex. I don't bother with anybody. And that's just because of a spiritual thing, not even because I necessarily smell. But if you know that you are coming off, or you've been eating really bad, or your pH is messed up, because the other thing is like there's a lot of women that be letting guys nut in them. They're busting all this acid nut in them, and it messes up their
pH. Talk about it. Because a lot of guys, hold up, a lot of guys be ready to come for the girls, but don't make themselves responsible for themselves. If you're drinking all types of alcohol and all types of food or whatever the case may be, and then you think that because, you're dick this and dick that, you go and you bust in her trying to feel all macho. All that shit that you had in you passed it on to her. You fucked up her whole twat, and now you want to be like, her pussy stank. You might be responsible for that as well. What is that?
Spring
water. Exactly. That's another thing that goes for both parties. Guys, drink your water. Sometimes y'all be coming out with like straight yogurt. Like drink water. It be like straight sour cream.
Yeah, gross. You're disgusting. I don't know who you're doing what with. Boy.
Yo, it's straight yogurt, straight sour cream. Drink water. You need to like dilute that shit.
Oh my god.
Hey, look, the same goes for girls too. Girls, drink your water. I know a lot of y'all don't like how water tastes, but put a little lemon. Put a little like fuse water with like fruits or something. Just drink the water because you don't want to be over here, having sex and then your shit is, sour and stuff. That's not okay. That goes for both ways. So I think hydrated is important. Have you ever had one of those situations
where what?
Like I'm gonna be all perfect and shit. Where you tasted some sour cream?
No, because no. Hell to the no. Like generally speaking, you can. When I was younger, I had some bad experiences, but when I was younger, I never eat nothing like that's not what Caribbean people was doing where I lived anyway.
Pause. This conversation just changed from hygiene to eating pussy. Wait, what?
No. That is something in Jamaican culture. That's not like. Have you never heard the Rastas singing about "Me not eat no pussy, me not fuck nobody"? You never heard that?
I hear it once, but I thought it was like a myth.
No. It's not a myth. It's like in a society, especially when you're younger, you will get ostracized or chastised. You will get ostracized from your peer group if that's the type of stuff that you're into. We do like that. That's what white people do. We don't do that.
So now that you are not as young, Taco, please. Oh, Chaka left. Maybe this conversation wasn't ready. I can't believe Chaka wasn't ready for this. Wait, Chaka's ready for everything. I'm wondering, now that he has lived life a little bit and has had an opportunity of exploring the world in himself, does he do it now? Oh my God, this is so interesting to me. Is it weird that I'm interested and fascinated by other people's sex life? But not in a, it kicked me out. I'm trying to call you back. I'm fascinated by it. Not in a, oh, it says unable to join. Yo, I really be feeling like Instagram don't like you, Chaga. Like, you are always in trouble on Instagram. You be, like, I don't get it. There has to be something wrong with your page. Anyways, it just makes me curious. So I do understand, respectfully, certain cultures, certain countries don't approve or don't agree with eating, pum pum, whatever. That's fine. My respect to everybody's culture. However, maybe now that he has lived life a little bit and has tried different things, maybe now he feels like it's okay to do it. No? Yeah, he had to log off. But hasn't this conversation been super interesting to y'all? Give me some hearts if you like today's conversation. But yeah, I'm curious. So you don't eat no toto, you eat no pum pum, but you expect the girls to suck your dingling. Now that's another good question. What about if a girl says, you know what, I don't suck no dingling? Is that a deal breaker? If a girl tells you, I don't suck no dingling, is that a deal breaker? I want to know. Cause girls, if a guy tells you, I don't eat no pussy, I don't eat no dodo, I don't eat none of it, is that a deal breaker for you? Would you be like, oh hell no, I'm out of here? You'd be like, I don't even care that much. Could you be in a relationship? Could you be in a relationship if they don't give head? Is that okay? Or is that like, oh my God, if you don't suck dick, if you don't eat pussy, then I'm out? How important is that? That's a good question. Is it that important? Can you oversee that? Like, that's really not a big deal. Like, there's other priorities, there's other bigger things to handle. Oh my God, you're stupid, Ken! Oh my God, babe, you're here. Oh, I meant you. Happy birthday. Yes. No, can't. Okay, so a lot of people say, okay, somebody says 90% turn off. So if she's really fine, intellectual, everything of her legs, she laughs at all your stupid jokes, she's bad body, everything, she's everything, but she says, I don't suck no dick. Is that a deal breaker? Are you out of there? Dice, todo depende de qué. Girls, if you're with a guy who's super fine, financially, doing good in life, boom, 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 all these great things, whatever, but then he says, I don't eat no pussy. Is that a deal breaker for you? Or you're like, I don't care. Fuck that, I'm gonna cheat. Oh, you gonna cheat over a little dick sucking? Oh my God. There's certain cultures that don't believe in that. You would leave over a little sucky. Wow. Trash. I don't care for oral. Ooh, why do I feel like more girls don't care about oral sex than men? Right? From what I'm reading, I feel like more girls would be like, if he doesn't eat pussy, whatever, I don't care. Then guys, like, if she don't suck no dick, I'm out. Is it because guys aren't that great at doing it? Are there more girls that suck better dick than there is men that eat good pussy? Oh my God, these are such great questions. Chaka left, he never came back. And here's another good question. When you suck dick, are you sucking it for your own personal pleasure because you enjoy doing it, or are you really doing it because you want to be pleasing? And you want to please your significant other? It's the same thing goes when it comes to eating pussy. Guys, do you really eat pussy because you like to eat pussy? Or are you eating pussy because you want to satisfy your significant other? I actually want to hear I want to see what you guys have to say. Damn, my conversations are really good. I can't wait till I have my own TV show. It would be so lit. Would you watch it? If I had my own TV show, would you watch? Because I would have all these type of conversations. It would be so good. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I'm out of here. Bye.